if he's going through all this stress shooting the movie, like he had to just bite his lip and just get through the fucking thing. And she was probably just like, just being a bitch, like to him. Like my opinion, I don't know. Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Don't Let It Stu. Today I have Amir Yass on the podcast. I don't know why I say it like that. He has a pop culture podcast called The Vault Podcast, which I will be on actually this Thursday as well. When it airs on Friday, you can find that show on Spotify and Apple, and you can also follow him at Instagram at Amir Yass, YASS official on Instagram. And he's TikTok as well. TikTok, he does amazing like recaps on TikTok too.
Oh, thank you.
How are you?
I'm good. I just have to say, for all the people that say that, you know, I hate Justin Baldoni and they are DMing me that I hate him
really?
and that I make fun of men who cry, I just want to say, you guys, that was before all the videos came out in his defense. We shot this a while ago. You guys have to understand this case is changing so quickly that I don't know which side I'm on, and I'm not on a side. So please stop DMing me that I hate men who cry. It's not true. Like,
yeah, because I cry all the time.
Yeah, who cares? So do I. I was just saying it was performative at the time, but I think I'm leaning more on his side these days. But come on, give me a break.
How was your Super Bowl Sunday?
It was good. I watched it with my dad, and he was so cute. He kept being like, who's Kendrick Lamar? And who's this person? Who's that person? And then he saw Serena Williams and he got very excited. That was the only person he recognized. But I loved it. I thought it was really good. I love Kendrick Lamar. So I've been to his concert. I love him. I love how tiny he is. He looks like a pocket gay, even though I know he's not gay. But he looks like a little pocket gay. He's so cute. I love him.
He is. I mean, I was just obsessed with his jeans, but we'll get into that in a second.
Me too.
Me too. I was at work. I was cooking for like 6 or 7 people. It was fun. Like I was watching it. I wasn't watching it, you know. And then I went down and hung out with we went to Schmitty's and I went to High House for like 2 non-alcoholic beers. Towards the end, watched the halftime show. It was fine. It was just easy. I was home at like 7 o'clock. It was like nothing.
Oh, nice.
Nothing crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, you're still not drinking? That's amazing.
No, because I'm in day 40 of Hard 75.
Hard 75. That's what I thought. I was going to ask you about that because I want to see, because you are looking pretty svelte. Like even your face is like starting to get really
people were saying my face looks thinner.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm down to like 203 pounds.
Even your chest, like it's like this, like your body's like
crazy. It's the workouts because it's like 2 45-minute workouts. You know what I mean? And it's like that. I was like at the hot tub at the gym the other day and I have this Speedo that I've never worn in like 10 or 12 years. I don't wear Speedos, whatever it is. But if it's summertime and you're at the beach and you want like a tan and even tan, I'll whip them out. But I haven't whipped them out in like 10 years. So I was like, oh, there's no one up at the hot tub. It's just me up there like at around 7 or 8 o'clock at night. So I put them on. I did take a photograph of myself and I was just like, oh my God, they actually fit me. They actually fit me. Maybe I'll put it up on Instagram. Maybe we'll just do a quick pop-up. Look, I'll put up the pic. It's right there. You can see it. Maybe. Okay. I'll talk to them. Maybe we'll just pop it up. But I'm super proud of myself. I've stuck to it. I'm consistent. I'm super happy. I mean, 40 days not drinking is kind of amazing. It's fucking hard as shit. But I feel really good. So I don't know. If you guys want a challenge or something like that, try the Hard 75. It's like...
It works. It works because my friend is doing it too. He looks like you. He's been doing it too, and it's like really working for him too. So apparently, it really works.
And now I get excited about going to the gym and doing my 2 45-minute workouts. The only kind of twist I do in it, they say like 1 45-minute workout outside and 1 inside. I just do the 2 of them inside. Okay. I do like come after me if you want. I do my 45-minute cardio, whatever I do, and then I do my 45-minute weights, and then I'm out of there. I don't have time to do like twice a day or whatever, but do 2 different times. To get off my chest, I mean, somebody's requesting me money for Super Bowl food for $25 for yesterday. No idea who this person is. I just got a Venmo request. So this must be the new scam now. So people are just Venmoing you now, requesting. So they're probably looking up your name. They're probably hitting like 100 random people in America. Hey, you owe me $25 for that food. And they're probably, out of 100, they're probably getting 3 or 4 people that are like, oh shit, I forgot to pay that person. So that's
Yeah,
so look
people
out
don't
for that.
look. People don't look at the
Don't
Venmo
look.
request sometimes. You
No.
just do it. You're just like, boom, okay. Christ.
Anything bothering you right now at the moment? Anything kind of
You know what's bothering me is people wearing rain boots when it rained for 2 days. I'm like, stop wearing galoshes when it rained for 2 days. It's not even wet.
it's
Like,
not even wet. I know. It's not. I mean, my dog got just so wet the last few days. He smells like a dog now. I have to wash him. I know, but today or definitely tomorrow morning because he's just. It's like I don't mind him getting wet and like he dries off and then he still stays white. The rain is actually good for his coat. Like I feel like it just washes any dirt off him, and then he dries. But now he's been like attacking so many dogs at the dog park. Like saliva is getting on him. Now he's starting to smell like a dog, and I hate that dog smell. So he needs to get a bath today or tomorrow morning for sure. Something that's kind of like the Super Bowl happened on Sunday.
right.
Taylor Swift. I mean, they're just looking for fucking articles to post. Like Taylor Swift booing is such a stretch for gossip. Like she's boyfriends with the Chiefs. So it was probably the other team booing her because she's team Chiefs. Like, that's probably all there is to it. It's all like fun and game type thing. They don't hate her. And then, like, of course, you have, the fucking narcissist, petulant child tweeting, the only one who had a tougher night than Kansas City Chiefs was Taylor Swift. She got booed out of the stadium. MAGA is very unforgiving. MAGA doesn't give a fuck about her. Let me put it that way. Fucking Trump idiot. Like imagine being the president and like using your platform to talk about Taylor Swift. Like fucking grow up.
Don't you have anything better to do? And also you're the first sitting president to go to the Super Bowl. Aren't you a little embarrassed? Like, but I guess he doesn't care. I mean, he likes the attention.
He just likes people fawning over him. That's it. It's just
and also remember, Stu, MAGA loves why wouldn't they love Taylor Swift? She literally looks like the white image of what you would want a white woman to be. So why would they hate her?
Everyone loves her. It's like they just love to hate somebody or like they have to pretend that they hate her or something like that. It's like fucking leave her alone. Like she literally made the NFL $1 billion. It was reported. Like shut up. You know what I mean? God, I'm screaming in my apartment.
No, you're right. What do you think about her uninviting Blake Lively? Do you think that's real, or do you think that's just news, like trying to get headlines?
I think it's 1,000% real. I think she got caught, and going by Taylor Swift's history of her songs like Bad Blood with Katy Perry and all that kind of stuff, it seems like if she finds people that are crossing her, it's a dunzo. And I feel like, Blake was probably doing this for years, using her as a pawn, being like, I'm friends with Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift's my best friends and all that kind of stuff to get her way into things or whatever it is, right? Mm-hmm. And then for the text message to come out and her calling her a dragon, like I'm Khaleesi and these are my dragons. It's like, wait, what? Like, I'm fucking Taylor Swift. I don't need this bullshit. Like, I don't need these small little fucking games that you're playing.
No,
like, what? Like, no. Like, I'm out. I think, and then I think she's the godchild to one of Blake's kids as well, right? I believe that she is. Yes, so I don't know what's going to happen there, but maybe she'll just take 6 months off from her and then just slowly. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. Well, there was a Super Bowl commercial with Glenn Powell and he ate the dragon. I wonder if that was a reference, like a very subliminal reference to all of this.
Oh, really? I didn't see that commercial.
I could be stretching a little bit. Who knows?
I did see with her, and I sent this text message to you earlier before we came on. Yes. So, assistant Anne from Vanderpump, Sandoval's assistant, then going to Ariana's assistant. She's in a DoorDash commercial. Was that a Super Bowl commercial?
It was a Super Bowl commercial. I was actually DMing with her because I was like, oh my God, was that you, Anne? And she's like, yeah, I actually like the Super Bowl now. So they must have paid her really well. Good for her.
Hopefully that commercial will run and she'll get like good residuals on it. I just fucking love that shit. Like Anne was just kind of like this little small breakout star like on Vanderpump and people kind of liked her and warmed up to her. And if you haven't seen the commercial, go find it on YouTube or something. Her acting is like perfect. Like it's comical, it's comedy, it's really good. Like it's like, I mean, was she an actress all the time on that show?
Yeah, she was an actress before. She was on Curb Your Enthusiasm and some other stuff. Yeah, so she's an actress. So, I mean, who knows if she was pretending? But I don't think so. I've talked to her before. She's very like herself. So I feel like she wasn't even acting.
It's amazing. Like I was so happy to see. I just love seeing like things like that happen. People like it's awesome, right?
It's nice.
Okay, so in other news this week, and it's just coming out with a bang all over. You can't go on social media without seeing it. Lady Gaga's Abracadabra. Abracadabra. Oh my God, I'm going to tell you why I said that. Abracadabra is the name of the song.
Yeah.
Abracadabra is a kebab shop in Ireland that's a chain.
No way. I thought it was a
Yeah.
drag queen.
It's
Sounds
called
like a drag queen.
Abracadabra. Yeah, Abracadabra. You go for
Abracadabra.
kebabs. Now, we used to say, because you would usually get them when you're drunk or like, yeah, you would get them like on the way home from the bars at 2 a.m. You'd be like, oh my God, abracadabra. And then I remember my boyfriend at the time, he was like, oh my God, abracastabia. He would say, because it would just kill your stomach. It would just stab you in the stomach. Like the next morning, you'd feel like shit. Like, so he coined it that, which was kind of funny.
That's
But yes,
funny.
the song is incredible. Lady Gaga is back. It's giving me Bad Romance vibes all over again, where I listened to that song like 985 times
So good.
on my Apple. Do you love it, the video?
I love it. I love the video. I listened to the song, I think 5 times yesterday. I felt crazy. I was like, just kept replaying it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so good. And her sitting, and then a lot of people on TikTok, I mean, they're so smart on TikTok, but a lot of the accounts that are people who are, disabled, they started
Yes.
doing dances where they're like, we can
Yes.
actually dance now. I thought that was really sweet. I was like, that's
It
cool.
is. They said like Lady Gaga knew exactly what she was doing. Like she did sit down dance routines for people that were like disabled. And I mean,
So cool.
she hasn't said that, but I think it kind of is true. I think Lady Gaga would do something like that.
I love her. I love
I
her.
just need to set aside 1 hour so I can just learn off the routine. And it just needs to be my
So
party
good.
trick. I've done it for Bad Romance. I do it at the bar sometimes. Like I just like it comes
Ooh.
on, it just comes out of my body and I just like bang it. I just knock out the whole routine. So I need to do it for this one too. I just need an hour set aside and just to really like
Oh, I'll
to,
set you a step by step. I found one on TikTok
there's
where it's
so
like
many
the
of
slow
them.
step
That's
by
why I'm
step. Yeah,
saving
yeah,
them
yeah.
all.
Yeah, it's
Oh my
so
God, they're
good.
so good. I can't wait.
So good. Did you see Lisa Rinna's video? They her and her daughters, what's her name? Amelia, and the other one, what's her other daughter's name? They did like the TikTok to it. It was so good.
Oh,
Three
I
of them
didn't see that.
dancing. It was really good. I love Lisa Rinna. Did you see her at Marc Jacobs with her crazy hair and those heels? She's so crazy.
I
I love
thought
it.
she kind of didn't, but I just felt like it made her look really old, didn't it?
She
Like
looks
like a
crazy.
grandma. Yeah, she's like a crazy person.
I love it though. I love it.
Since you did bring her up, I just saw it
Yes.
before we came on. So they have a podcast now. She has a podcast.
She does? I know she was on a
Let's
podcast.
not talk about the husband is the name of the podcast. It's her and Harry Hamlin. I just saw her posting it on her Instagram, I believe this morning.
Oh, I love that. I thought you were talking about how she was on a podcast saying that Beverly Hills is the Titanic. Did you see that? That it's sinking like the Titanic.
Yeah, I mean, she's not wrong there. It's fucking
She's not
terrible.
wrong. It got
Yeah.
really boring. Yeah, it got really
I
boring.
haven't,
But are you going to
watched-
listen to
I haven't
them?
even watched last week's episode. Like
Oh,
I still,
really?
like I'm not even talking to you about it today. I'm going on your podcast this week, so I'll catch up and we'll talk about it. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'll listen. Lisa Rinna sometimes is fun when she pops off. Like she can be kind of fun, so I will give it a listen. So watch out for that. Kendrick Lamar, he performed at the Super Bowl. I'm so confused by this whole thing, so maybe you can clear it up for me. I have no idea. Serena Williams made an appearance, which was cool. I love tennis, obviously. And bell bottoms is making a comeback now. If you want those Celine bell bottoms, they're $1,300. I mean, if they looked amazing and my ass looked really good in them, like, would I spend $1,300? No, I would not. You find a dupe for like $120 and like have a good time.
I have a
Do you think
dupe.
they're coming back?
I have a dupe. I have a pair of bell bottoms like that from Madewell, and they fit really well. So, like, I don't know if you need the Celine ones. Like, so.
But like, wait there. Madewell's a woman's shop.
No, they have a men's shop. They have Madewell
Madewell?
men's. Yeah. Madewell
Oh, I
has
never
men's.
knew that.
Yeah, yeah,
Do you
yeah.
know
South
what?
Coast, though. I don't know if they
South
have
Coast
it in LA.
Plaza has everything. South
They
Coast?
have a men's. Yeah, they have a men's. Mm-hmm.
Well, I need to go down there. Maybe I'll go down there this weekend with Milo. Okay, so here I found this thing on Instagram, right? And so people were like, "Oh, Kendrick Lamar, the performance was boring. It was shit. It was like this and the other." You know, usual white people fucking saying that. Probably.
Yes.
I'm not a huge fan of Kendrick Lamar. I do like his songs when I hear them every so often, like the popular ones. I'm not a diehard. So there were some subliminal messages that he laid on us. Samuel L. Jackson playing. Now I'm reading this from what I read, so I'm not going to say a certain word. Samuel L. Jackson played Uncle Sam, aka the house. There's an N word. I'm not going to say it. Like he played in Django, right?
Oh, okay, that's what that was. I thought he was
Yes.
playing Uncle Sam. Oh, that's from the
Yes.
movie. Okay, got it. Okay, got it. Okay.
Samuel L. Jackson warning Kendrick to play the game white America wants us to play and not be ghetto, quote unquote.
He did say that. I remember
The
that.
Squid Game stage, which symbolizes the rich killing the poor. Okay, fair. The dancers in red, white, and blue representing the American flag. I mean, that was obvious. That one was.
I saw that. Yeah, that was
The
obvious.
stage also being a prison yard where his black performers harmonized while he rapped.
Oh, I missed that. I mean, I saw that the guy was sleeping on top of the light. I thought that was supposed to be like the streets because he is from Compton.
Yeah.
Kendrick is from Compton. So his music is all about getting out of the gang life, about drive-by shootings. It's very intense.
Okay.
Like, I mean, the Kendrick you see now, which is like the whole Drake beef and he's a lot more commercial, that's not who he was before. Like he was in a group called something hippie. I don't know. He was part of a group. So kind of like, you know how like 50 Cent was part of a group? He was part of a group. So he broke out of that group and then he started his own music. So the whole beef like thing. And then the reason he brought Serena Williams is that Serena Williams is Drake's ex-girlfriend. So it's another slap to his face. Look, like I got your ex-girlfriend too. So like he's very calculated. He's very smart.
I mean, in that, like looking at it now in a totally different, like it was kind of genius. It'll probably be studied even more. There's probably more Easter eggs involved in it if you actually probably like screen grab it as you go through it. I'm sure people will be doing it right now. 6, protecting black women like Serena Williams after the disrespect from Drake. What did he do to her? Do you know
cheated
that
on
story?
her?
Maybe.
He cheated on her?
And once again, reminding Drake and America, they're not like us.
I mean, he said it right into the camera. He said Drake right into that camera. I mean, I feel like he only did this just to be like, rub it in Drake's face. So somebody check on Drake. He's probably having a breakdown. I know a lot of people didn't like it. And I know a lot of gays were messaging me like, I hated it. But I think that I get it. It's not Taylor Swift. It's not Gaga. It's not Katy Perry. It's
Madonna,
not the typical Madonna. But sometimes it's nice, especially in where we are in America. It's nice to have the platform for someone to be able to say like, I didn't pick this president. And, you know, the president's in the audience and you're saying that I mean, that's really America. That's the freedom you have is you can perform, you can shit on a sitting president while you're performing. I mean, that's America. So I thought that was cool. Yeah. Was it my favorite Super Bowl performance? Probably not, but I loved the intentionality and all the planning and it looked like it was very intentional. So I liked that.
Yeah, it did. It was like super planned out, which is crazy. Justin, God, I can't even talk about this anymore. I'm so exhausted by it. So Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively. So the interview came out this morning. I'm recording this on Monday. There was nothing in the interview. Like there was this interview that he had taped back in November that was meant to be for the tour or the media tour for the movie, right? There was nothing like he explained. I told him that I was exhausted, that I haven't given myself to recover, time to heal. I had an intense year. Like he was saying this to his best friend, publicist, and president of his company, that he wasn't in the best place. He continued a lot of material success and a lot of emotional stress. It was very hard on me and my family. So he was going through a lot of shit in the year. He's basically telling us, but not actually telling us what is actually happening. So maybe he knew that these accusations were going to come out from her, or maybe she threatened him or something like that. And he's probably just so worried, having just mentally just like thinking about this all the time. Because if he's going through this, shooting this movie, I feel like I'm a broken record right now. If he's going through all this stress, shooting the movie, like he had to just bite his lip and just get through the fucking thing. And she was probably just like, just being a bitch, like to him, like my opinion. I don't know. And it just for him to say that on this interview, Baldoni continued, I sent this text this morning and I just said, I love you both. I just need you to know that I'm not in the best place. He wants Lively launched her legal complaint. Yeah.
Wait, who did he send that to? Blake Lively?
He sent that to, the segment was filmed at We Are Man Enough studio in Los Angeles in November last year, a month before Lively launched her legal complaint.
Oh, wow.
So I guess he sent this to the best friend publicist and president of his company.
Oh, I see. Okay. Is it the one that she said that he like showed a naked picture of his wife to her? Is that guy?
Oh, I
Right?
don't know.
His co-host. Yeah. I think it is.
Oh,
Because she
okay.
said that, yeah. Because she, it's like both of them. The sexual harassment was against both of them. Yeah. Hmm.
He said he also touched on his mental health, saying, I had anxiety. I realized that I just haven't given myself the time to heal from this year. Shit went down.
Jeez.
Like he was put through the
For
ringer,
sure.
I think.
Oh, for sure. But you know what's crazy, Stu, is like now A Simple Favor is coming out. How are they going to promote this movie with, like, how is Blake Lively going to go on a press tour with Anna Kendrick where
Yeah.
she literally said she had problems? How are they going to do this? I don't know how this movie's coming out in May. I have
There's
no
not
idea.
Anna Kendrick will probably, well, I won't even think, I don't think there'll be any press on it. There's enough press. Everybody knows who Blake Lively is. Now everybody knows this movie is out because everybody's focused on Blake Lively and this Justin
Sure.
Baldoni thing. They all know the movie's going to come out. Everyone's probably going to fucking watch it anyway. I know I'm going to watch it. I
I'm gonna
actually
watch it
liked
too.
that movie, part one. I actually liked
I
it.
liked it too. I liked
I
it
thought
too.
Blake Lively was actually good in it. I thought she was kind of like, she probably was playing herself a bitch. But I don't
But she
know.
was barely in it. That's why you liked it. She was barely in it.
Yeah, that's true. Did you take my photograph? Give me your phone. But yeah, so I'm gonna watch that. That'll be good. There'll be no press because they're just going to ask about the fight. And then if Anna Kendrick goes on a tour, they're going to be like, hey, how was your experience with her? Was she a bitch like she was to Justin? Like, no, like that's not going to happen. Anyway, that's enough about that. I have nothing else to talk about it. We have to wait till next week for more details if anything else happens.
But did you see? Did you see that she tried to say that the judge can't depose her? I mean,
Yes.
that his lawyer. That is so. I'm sorry.
That's who
This
she
is the thing
is.
about her. Out of touch. Out
Yeah,
of touch.
no, but that's who
Like,
she is. She thinks she's above everything. Those types of people with those types of disorders think they're above everything. They don't have to follow the rules the same as other people. And that's it. How dare you depose me? How dare you put me up in that stand? Like, that's how I feel like she thinks.
that's how the court of law works, boo. Like, what are you talking about? Anyways.
Yeah, it really is. Are you open to Traitors?
I haven't. I'm proud to say I've never watched an episode. I'm just not interested.
Stop.
Just not
Oh my God.
Just not interested.
I'll
But what
just
makes me
give my
sad
little two
though is
cents.
Dylan Efron and Tom Sandoval becoming
Yeah.
friends. I don't like that. I don't like that. I love Dylan Efron. I follow him.
You got to watch
He's
it.
so adorable. Please don't become friends with Tom Sandoval. Please. I don't like
I
that.
won't. I think I met him once. I met him once and he was fine. He was like, we met him I think it was with Heather McDonald. We met him somewhere and he was
Who?
lovely. Like he said hi, whatever like that. Tom Sandoval.
Dylan? Oh yeah. I've met Tom's fine.
No.
I love Dylan Efron. I feel like he's innocent. I feel like Tom's gonna corrupt him.
Oh, okay. I mean,
just love
Tom is
Dylan
just like, he's such an airhead on this season. Like he's actually humbling to watch. Like I am like, okay, you've been through like the worst, right? He has been. And he's not the king of the castle in the house. He's just kind of like simmering by and you're kind of like getting bits of him here and there. And he's kind of saying silly things and stupid things. He's kind of entertaining to watch in this. You should watch this season. It's actually really good.
Okay.
I made a prediction last week and because I was looking at my notes to do today's show and I was like, Boston Rob, he will be gone next week. And he got voted out. He got voted out. Yeah.
Right.
And
Wow.
I'm really glad he did get voted out. So he was one of the traitors.
Oh, he
And-
was. So they did it.
yeah.
They did it right. Okay.
Yeah, they did. So they actually got it. He was too polarizing. He wanted to run the house and he just was in too control of like, you should vote here, you should vote here. And then he was kind of arguing with the other two traitors and they all weren't coming together as one. And it was just, it was like he had to go. Because I feel like if he had stayed in, no one had a chance. Because he was doing a really good job at manipulating people. But yeah, for those who are watching out there, Carol, is it Carolyn? Carolyn, the blonde from Survivor.
Survivor. She's pretty good.
Yeah.
I've seen
She's
the clip.
good. I would kind of like to see her go all the way. I would like Tom Sandoval to go all the way too. Not win it, but kind of get to like the last 3 or something like that. I just feel like he just needs like a tiny little bit of kind of like kind of something good to happen to him. He's been like,
he does.
It's like he's been through it. Like he fucked up. He he got chastised. Like he's like, like enough is enough.
Enough.
Let's move on. Forgive him.
Yeah.
Like, that
there's worse people in the world. Like, I'm sorry, but there's worse people.
And it's stuff that happens every single day in people's lives.
Yes.
It really is.
It does. I mean, people do that kind of. I mean, it happened to Shania Twain. My husband slept with her best friend. So, I mean, it's not like it doesn't happen. So, I have a question. So, the traitors all know who the other traitors are? Like the ones that are traitors? Oh, they don't know. Okay, got it.
No, and look, listen, I'm not a super expert on this. Like, this is the first season I've watched, and I'm really enjoying it. It gives me a bit of like Big Brother celebrity feels. Okay. So what happens is, I don't know how many people, I'm going to say there's like 15 people, right? At the very beginning, in the first episode, they're all sitting in that round table in that room. You've probably seen that part on TV.
Yes.
And so Alan Cummings is like, okay, everybody put their masks on. So everybody puts a mask on. You'll feel a touch on your shoulder. If I touch you on your shoulder, you are a traitor. So he walks around the room for probably like 5-6 minutes, and he'll touch one person on the shoulder, and then he'll touch another person, and then he'll touch another person. So now you have 3 traitors. But then there's always these twists. There was a twist this season now where they brought 3 extra people in. Oh. And one of those people was a traitor. So now there was 4 traitors.
Got it. Like an alternate.
Yeah, and 2 of them are gone now. They found out 2 of them.
Okay, got it.
It's good. It's good. You should watch it.
Good. I hear like this season is good because we had Reza from Shaws of Sunset on the podcast, and he talked about being on the first season of it, and he said it was so bad. They would get like no food. They were like in a ghetto motel. Like he said it was so bad. Low rent. They had like normal people on with the celebrities. I feel like they figured it out this season. I feel like it's really good. It looks good.
Yeah. Doesn't look like they're starving. They're having like tea and crumpets in the morning.
No, they're living their best lives now. Yeah, I think the budget got better. They're paying them more. Like I feel like it's a better situation, it seems. Which is good.
All right. Well, Amir, thank you so much for coming on today. That's all I'm talking about. I'm not talking about Housewives today because, one, I haven't watched Salt Lake City Reunion yet, and I haven't watched Beverly Hills. I was busy.
I mean, they're getting boring. They're getting a little boring, though.
It's like, I'm not like so drawn to like having to watch it. I was going to watch the SLC this morning. I'll watch it like today or tomorrow. We'll talk about it on your podcast on Thursday or something like that.
Yeah.
And let everybody know where they can find you.
Yes, Amir Yass Official, and then our podcast page is the Vault Podcast page. Go follow us. Give us a 5-star review. Some people were giving us 1-star reviews.
Stop
I'll tell
that.
you
You don't
offline
mean it.
Why. I'll tell you offline why.
That actually reminds me, for all of you 10 people listening, can you all go on Spotify, podcast, wherever you listen, and give me like a nice little rating, a nice little review if you can. If you enjoy it. Don't give me like shit and hate. It's not nice.
Yeah, unnecessary.
Thank you so much for listening, everyone, and we'll see you all next week. Bye.
Bye-bye.